Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, we're talking Michael Chandler and his thoughts on Conor McGregor and what Conor's actually looking for if he was returned to the octagon. And we're talking about opponents here. But before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Michael Chandler seems to have just figured it out that the fact that Conor McGregor is not interested in fighting any opponent that is anywhere close to where Dustin Poirier was at when the two faced each other. I'm talking about Conor and Poirier. And we're talking about the top of that division. In all honesty, we talked about it collectively on this channel so many times. We said that if the opponent, let's say, was Tony Ferguson, then Conor McGregor would have perhaps for sure made it to the fight night of UFC 303. But obviously, we literally said it so many times on this channel that Conor was just simply not interested in fighting Chandler. All of the shenanigans leading up to the night of UFC 303 was nothing but an advertisement campaign for Conor McGregor and his then upcoming movie roles. Successfully done. Till this day, we are still talking about him, including this video here. But we're not really here addressing Conor McGregor. We're just talking about Michael Chandler and his thoughts about the McGregor fight, or McGregor and his options in terms of fights. The reason that Chandler was interested in fighting McGregor was not so much because McGregor is a top-ranked opponent. Matter of fact, I don't even know if McGregor is still even ranked. If he is, it's just it would be a shocker to me. But it's because of monetary gains. Obviously, everyone knows that, including McGregor. McGregor was just simply not going to let that happen. He's not going to let that happen again. We've talked about it so many times that every time this guy steps a foot in the octagon, he's risking tarnishing his legacy even more. The two losses against Poirier were not anything that Conor could be proud of, going into the future. Obviously, faced Poirier 3 times, defeated Poirier first time round. That was in the featherweight division. And the last time he broke his leg, but still, effectively, he's been handed 2 losses in a row inside of the octagon. And he just doesn't want to make it 3. He knows for certain that going up against Chandler, the odds of that being a 3rd loss in a row are very high. Very high. A matchup against Chandler is a very bad matchup for a McGregor that's been inactive for the best part of, let's say, the best part of last 3 years, 2-3 years. And even when he was active, he was being handed back-to-back losses, really, aside from Cowboy Cerrone fight. I'm talking about recent fights. Aside from that, he's known to gas in longer duration fights. And even in 3-round fights, the guy seems to have trouble. And obviously, if he was to come back, no one's going to let him fight 3 rounds, even though he wanted 3 rounds. But 5 rounds against a machine like Michael Chandler is a nightmare scenario for a guy that's known to gas in the form of Conor McGregor. I think Conor realized that all along. He just kind of played along. And Conor can do no wrong, obviously, according to Dana White, that is, obviously. And in all honesty, I have a lot of respect for Conor and what Conor's done for the sport. I don't like to talk about the guy's personal life, but he's also a very calculated person, even though at times it may not seem like it. But he's extremely calculated. Sometimes he lets his ego get in the way, and that cost him some losses, like the loss against Khabib Nurmagomedov. In personal opinion, I do understand that, he wanted to prove that he was a better fighter. But first of all, you poked the bear. And that cost him a lot. The loss against Khabib Nurmagomedov I think, obviously he lost to Floyd before that, but the loss to Habib just kind of really, I think, ended the guy's career as a real threat. Just the way Habib made him look. And that's thanks to him provoking Habib, poking the bear, so to say. And Habib was going to win regardless. But I don't know why he wanted to fight Habib so bad. He should have fought somebody else. I do understand that, the belt, he wanted to get his belt back. But that was the beginning of the end for me in terms of McGregor. I do understand that the subject's still brought up a lot. It's not because Conor McGregor is a top contender in any division at this point, featherweight, lightweight, or welterweight. That's not the case. But Conor McGregor is an entertainer. And this is an entertainment business at the end of the day. That being said, it seems like that Chandler is just now realizing all of this, which is a shocker for me, to say the least. If you made it this far, appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think. Like, subscribe for more.